Alright, so which one's correct? It says there's evidence for both. So basically whatever one fits what the scientist needs to do, that's the model they're going to use. Whatever they need. There's no, some people, like, scientists aren't going to say they believe one over the other. Like, it's not a debate. They'll just pick which one makes more sense for that scenario.
Does that mean we don't really know which one it is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is crazy.
That is great.
Also, there was a recent discovery that, you know how stars can be different colors? Well, everyone thought it was because them with the different temperatures of the stars. And that's not true. Has to do with, like if you go and you see like a red star, it means that star is moving away from you. And if you see a blue star, it means that star is moving towards you.
What do they do with all those? How does it change the color?
There's not even astronomy in a lot of the physical science books anymore because it keeps like changing. So there says like use the most recent information. Like Pluto's a planet. It wasn't a planet, and it was a planet.
Wait, it's a planet again?
It's a dwarf planet.
Again.
Oh, I didn't know the planet again.
Yeah.
When was it a planet again?
Why isn't it?
I remember when we went to
Because
the
it does
year,
have
it
mass. Before
happened.
they thought it was just a ball of gas, but there is mass. in
I
it.
remember when they decided it was.
But it's smaller
I
than-
was so sad.
Yeah, everybody was
And I was like,
mad.
I don't know why I'm
What
sad,
was
but I was
it?
sad. I think I was on like.
I remember we kept freaking
Well,
out because like we were
smaller
doing a
than
planet
Jupiter's
project.
What'd you say?
and that was
It's
weird.
smaller than Jupiter's moon.
Yeah, I did this like when I went through like different training for different like aspects of science. The astronomy one I went through, there like she gave me a ball, like a thing of Play-Doh, and she was like, okay, make all the planets like in the size you think they are. And I just made them getting
In
bigger.
ratio to.
Yeah, and Pluto was like you couldn't even hold it in your hand. It was like now barely pinch like do this to the Play-Doh. And I was like, that's Pluto. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was so
And then Jupiter's like a basketball.
yeah.
Yeah.
There and like the sun is, if you take all the planets and compile them, it's only 0.1% of the sun.
What?
The sun is 99.9% of all the mass in the whole universe,
In the whole.
or the whole galaxy,
I was gonna say.
not the universe. Sorry. Isn't that crazy?
So the sun's like.
And then our galaxy, there's so many different solar systems.
Well, I've seen like the comparison where it's like the sun and it's like a planet.
Yeah. But not even the galaxy, just the solar system. There's a bunch of solar systems in the galaxy.
There's just got to be like
Other
other
planets
planets somewhere.
I think they found like 8 planets with the same
I can
makeup as
sustain
us.
I think
Like
the
all of
planets
these
out in
different
the galaxy-
galaxies, like aren't even our galaxy. Like, and that's not even all the galaxies.
How do we see our galaxy? That's
How do
why.
we see our galaxy?
That's my thought. Is how do we see our galaxy?
Yeah, how do they figure out that we're like a certain shape?
Basically using like the same stuff they did to figure out why stars are red. So like if you take like this is what we're doing in physical science right now. If you take like a spectra photo, so it shows like different, that's what this is. If you look at the light through this, it shows you the
I feel like
different
we've done this.
emissions. You have to look at the light.
I want to see.
It shows you the different emissions, and if you take like, stars are hydrogen and helium, so if you take that, like a hydrogen spectrum, and compare it to what the spectrum of the star, you'll see they're shifted over, and depending on which way they're shifted, you can see how far they're moved out, and it's crazy.
That's cool.
I think we did this with Sheila because I think we turned off the light and had us do something with like energy.
I want to see.
Yeah, like that looks different depending on the type of light you look at.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's crazy. Mr. Underwood was observing me one day, and I was like teaching about the different like sizes. Like you've got a star, then a planet, then the galaxy, then or the solar system, then the galaxy, then the universe. And I had this picture, and he was like, "This is crazy." He was like, "I never realized how small we are."
What do the numbers mean?
That's how the document was. Like where's the?
He's crazy that we can be sitting here on Earth and see everything outside of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of spooky too.
Well, when we were
Yeah.
in zoology, she was talking about like evolution and stuff, and he was like, people are like, you know, say that we don't know or stuff like that. He's like, but we wouldn't know because if you added up like all the time humans have like been recorded being on Earth.